Project 2025, it is a blueprint you've been reading up. And today we'll be taking a deep dive into the political story that has everybody talking Project 2025. What is it? Who's behind it? And should we be worried? We are in the process of the Second American Revolution, which will remain bloodless if the left allows it to be. Before we talk about what Project 2025 entails, we need to know who published it. That honor goes to the Heritage Foundation, a very influential conservative think tank in the United States. Heritage has been trying to guide us policy via the Republican Party since Ronald Reagan's landslide election victory in 1980, publishing its first mandate for leadership, of which Project 2025 is part in 1981. Several people who were part of Trump's administration, part of his campaign in 2016 and 2020, who have shifted over and played a role in Project 2025. As the year would suggest, the Project 2025 mandate is a massive document full of policy and governmental proposals, outlining what initiatives and incoming Republican government should take in Heritage's view. If the party wins the 2024 election, it's a blueprint for a radical far-right takeover of everything in the U.S. government. The entire idea for 2025 began back in 2022, ahead of the next election campaign. But if a mandate for leadership has been published by Heritage every election cycle for over 40 years, what's so special about this iteration? Well, to put it bluntly, Project 2025 lays out some unprecedented changes to the American government, akin to rebuilding it from the inside out. 2025 would roll back our fundamental freedoms, undermine our democracy, and gut checks and balances. It started making headlines in July 202.4, though some outlets were reporting on it in June, only a few months before the election and during a turbulent time for both campaigns, with an assassination attempt on Trump and Biden pulling out of the race in the same month. Project 2025 is designed as a government in waiting. If Trump or any conservative president returns to office, the thing that initially started attracting attention to this year's mandate was its language, frequently using terms like woke and radical, and suggesting that the U.S. government has been infiltrated by liberal ideas at the top level. This feeds into the ongoing culture war debates, which are affecting the entire world as well as the United States people from military service. This includes the increasing criminalization of some forms of contraception and abortion, getting rid of Medicare mass deportations, no longer protecting LGBTQ+ people from discrimination, abolishing affirmative action, and making adult films, videos, and other X-rated material illegal. Proposals include higher taxes on lower income Americans, increased student loan payments, and major cuts to Medicaid. It also wants to roll back measures to limit climate change, going as far as to advocate for the abolition of NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, responsible for weather forecasts and ocean EXP exploration. If you earn $400,000 a year, you would get a tax cut of about $114,000, despite the project basing itself largely on the belief that Trump will be re-elected in 2024 and he is now the Republican nominee. Since this has come out, Trump himself has disavowed it, writing online that he has, quote, no idea who is behind it. And that, quote, I disagree with some of the things they're saying, and some of the things they're saying are absolutely ridiculous and abysmal. However, media claim that between half to two-thirds of the authors and editors are former Trump administration officials, and as a group of hackers discovered when they broke into the Heritage Foundation. On July 10th, many of the people funding the Heritage Foundation had senior jobs under Trump during his administration. The disavowal is also despite Heritage itself alleging that much of its 2015 mandate guided Trump's policymaking throughout his 4 years in office. Project 2025 was created by some of Donald Trump's most important advisors as a blueprint for what he could do if he gets back into the White House again. And this is despite Heritage itself alleging that much of its 2015 mandate guided Trump's policymaking throughout his 4 years. Thanks for watching.